Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. That was your your comic relief for today. Well, welcome back to Tractors in Life. I'm Kevin, and good to have you back. It is, well, we'll be kind and call it a seasonal day here in Western New York. It's, I don't know, I'm going to say probably 33, 34 degrees right now, something like that. Actually, we're a few flurries. Yesterday, 60 degrees, and got a lot of work done, and that made me feel like spring. So that's what this video is about. I got to tell you, this video is all over the place. There's a lot of different stuff in it. Hope you'll enjoy it. But yeah, this is part of my spring ritual. A lot of things doing around the property with the equipment and so on and so forth. That will go on for the next couple months. But for right now, thanks for joining us.
Good, thank you.
All right, you too. Just love this car wash. They give you a courtesy wipe down when you come out, which is great. Hey, if you enjoy our videos, we sure would appreciate a thumbs up right here. Thank you so much. So you guys all know I'm a bit of an OCD guy. Every spring and every fall, I try to plan out what I've got to do for the change of seasons. So you take a look at this. This is a few pages long. I'm not even done with it yet. This is my spring list. And it includes everything around the property, the equipment in the barn, and so on and so forth. So kind of getting a start on that today with various things that you're going to see. Yeah, I know. I get satisfaction out of crossing things off the list. I don't know about you guys, but I do. Hey, you know, one thing I absolutely love about being a YouTube creator is the interaction with you. Just as an example, Dean, who we've got a lot of great supporters, but Dean is just so loyal, watches every episode, always has some really nice things to say. And, you know, I got to be honest with you, I guess I have an ego like everybody else. And it's nice to get that affirmation. But speaking of the interaction, I want to do something. I'm going to give you an email address right at the bottom here. I'd like a picture or a video of your tractor. We're all proud of our tractors, right? I just think it'd be really cool for us to exchange that information, especially if it's a video. Tell me what you like, tell me what you don't like, how long you've had it, how many hours, anything that you want to tell me, where you're from, and your first name. Let's do that. I will share those on the channel as we go forward. And we can even expand it if you guys like that sort of thing. We can show off our garages and pole barns. We can show off our attachments and that. And I just think it's in keeping with a community forum that we have here. So show me your tractor. But for right now, thanks for joining us. The first thing we're going to get to is actually an electrical reel, you know, that you hang up in your shop and pull down. I've had it laying around the shop forever. Let's go ahead and throw that thing up. Yeah, so this is made by FLEXILLA. I'll put a description, a link in the description. I got it from Amazon. It's 50 foot, of course, retracting, and then of course you can set the height of the cord that comes down. The smoke is from the diesel tank, diesel heater, running out of diesel fluid. So this is when these things come in handy. Now I know it's easier to take the bracket off and then mount it, but there's these little side screws that connect at the pivot point that are an absolute nightmare to get in, so I wanted to do it this way. Yeah, so if you guys are anything like me, a whole big box of extension cords. Maybe this will eliminate having to go in there. So I got to stop for a minute. You know, when you're doing kind of a mindless task like this, you start thinking. And I just felt that I really needed to say something. So our last video that we did, I was reviewing the Veveler fuel caddy, which I've had nothing but problems with. I think it's a terrible product. And in the video, I talked about foreign imports versus American made. And I asked the question, are tariffs going to help? Are they going to spur American manufacturing? I didn't say it would. I simply asked the question. All this talk right now about tariffs, and you know what? I'm not smart enough to figure it all out. I'm not smart enough to come up with the answer, and I was asking the viewers. You know, I happen to really value your opinion. Well, I got told I was a moron. I got called stupid. I was a MAGA, Trumper, idiot, or something along those lines. One guy, I have to give him credit, he said, and I didn't even, he apparently wrote a really nasty comment, and then he was telling me that he erased it once he saw how humble I was, or my humility, he said, because I stated very clearly, I don't know the answer. I was simply asking the question. I also said, and there people tore me up for making a stupid, you should have known you were making a stupid purchase. You're the one responsible. Yeah, of course. Nobody made me do that. And I even said that in the video. I take full responsibility. I didn't do enough due diligence on the product. I need to be better at that. But here's the thing, the anger. I mean, you can't even ask a question. People go absolutely out of order. You know, if you watch our channel, you probably watch Mike Morgan, Outdoors with the Morgans, and he has mentioned a few times that he was in Butler, Pennsylvania when they tried to assassinate Trump. And he went on and did a live stream about it, and from his point of view, what happened. And he said he could not believe the comments that he got. You know, too bad it missed, and I mean, they were just unbelievable comments. It's a human being. I mean, you don't, wasn't raised to wish anybody ill. I mean, you might disagree with them. I'm not a Trumper. I said during the election, I was not for Kamala either. I didn't think, look, I don't know where the salvation of this country is going to come from. I'm sure not saying it's Donald Trump. Now, there are a lot of things I agree with that he's done. You know, I'm an older conservative guy, and I've got rather conservative values. But my God, because my values are different than yours, does that give you the right to cowardly, I have to admit, have to say, call me names, things you would not say to my face? I wouldn't raise that way. Not only would I not say these things to someone's face, I wouldn't put them online either. I shut my mouth. Hey, we disagree. Okay, that's not why Tess and I are doing this channel, to be political commentators. I'm not qualified for that. But sometimes I'll ask you guys, hey, what do you think I should use for insulation in the barn? And I'll get really great comments and suggestions. Hey, what about this attachment, so on and so forth. But the minute we step outside that and just ask a question, because I tell you, if I had to give my opinion on tariffs, I'm saying I probably don't, I don't think they're going to work. I think there's a lot of damage that's going to be done, and I don't wish ill will on anybody. Yeah, I wish this country could get restored to its greatness. And if that makes me a right-wing nut job by just wishing this country well, so be it. You know, if you don't, I'm not going to be a robot and simply change oil and tractors. And you know, we've really gotten to know a lot of you guys, and I'm not going to be fake. I'm not going to put on airs. I'm not going to pretend I have no opinion on anything, because I do. But if that means that you have a problem with that, you know, just don't watch our channel. If you've subscribed, unsubscribed. I don't want you to do that. Working really hard at this. I want this to be a success. But I just can't believe the anger. I really can't. It makes me sad. If you've watched our channel for a while, you know that my shop used to be in the basement before we built the pole barn. So I reclaimed these. And I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do. but I know I'm not really happy with the way the barn is laid out right now. You know, my challenge always is, you got a pallet rack and a pallet rack, and then of course the door. If I built this barn again, I probably would do away with the back door and move these pallet racks closer together, because the problem is, if you look down this way, when I'm getting in an attachment, I don't have a lot of room. And as a matter of fact, that's how this happened, is, yeah, I caught it and yeah, destroyed the cabinet. Same thing over on this side, you know, very, very tight. I got to be cognizant of this equipment here. You know, I can only move so much out of the way. I tried to put pretty narrow stuff here that if I'm careful, I can get the attachments. But even at that, yeah, if you watched, oh, I don't know, 3-4 videos ago, good Lord, you saw where I was putting the soil pulverizer up. And in order to get it up, I've got to angle it quite a ways up to clear. And I didn't realize, and the corner of the pallet caught the rail for the garage door. Yeah, I had to edit out a lot of colorful words, let me tell you. Not just because I did it, but because I really get mad at myself when I do stuff like that. So I'm gonna try to put some thought into this, how I'm gonna lay this out, and we'll see. Yeah, so here's what I got. I had a cheap plastic shelf over there, cleared it out, and a wire shelf there, I cleared it out, and that's what all this junk is. And we brought 2 of these metal cabinets out of the basement. Well, I'm getting there. I've got this extra shelf put in place, slid the workbench down. I know it's blocking the window, but honestly, when I'm shooting videos, that window is more of a pain in the neck. I added this one. Yeah, I've still got quite a bit to do. Yeah, so one of the not so joyous parts of living up here in the north, where we've got a pretty heavy winter, is the garage. Just absolutely filthy. Hasn't been cleaned since, I don't know, maybe November. So I'm gonna get it pressure washed. Going to be using the soap cannon, and if you've not seen it, it's amazing. It really is. So I'll put a link in the description, along with showing you the soap that I use, which is from the Chemical Guys. And all I did was put about, it says 3 ounces to this container, and you'll see just how effective this thing is. I mean, it's really remarkable. Yeah, so this is what we're left with. Again, these are all paint scrapes, but it's clean. You know, I've said many times on the channel, yeah, I admit that I'm a little OCD or a little anal or what have you, but I'm not a rich guy. I just believe in taking care of what I own. It's just that simple. That's the way my parents were too. My dad told me, if you live in a mansion or live in a one-room shack, you take care of them the same way. It's just, again, the way I was raised. I hope you guys enjoyed it. That was your comic relief for today. Well, that's it. I'm pretty pleased. The changes that I've made, you know, if you're not familiar with our shop, you know, this table, as you probably saw, is on wheels. And this is my Yukon Harbor Freight Special that I've got a lot of tools in. This was a great purchase on Amazon. I'll put the link in the description because it's just awesome for, yeah, I've got a lot of DeWalt stuff, some steel, and the Ego as well. But I added this cabinet. This cabinet used to be just an open wire cabinet that was sitting over here, kind of slid everything down. I like stuff closed up. I just think stuff stays neater that way, at least for me it does. Attachments go, everything's put to bed. Pallet forks, the tiller, of course the X350, that's probably gonna be a project for next week. I've already got the deck done. I cleaned it, put some fluid film on it. Hopefully not going to need the heater too much for the rest of the year. Got the ballast box over there. And now I've got the box blade off of the tractor and got it stowed away along with the grapple and the soil pulverizer. So this area opened up kind of nice. I added this metal cabinet. Both these metal cabinets we had down in the basement because I used to have my shop down there. And of course the deer is clean. Looks kind of naked without the box blade right now. That's been on there for months. I'm going to put in the description the soap that I used from the chemical guys, along with the soap blaster, because I'm just a huge fan of it. I hope you enjoyed this video. God bless you all, and we will see you next time on Tractors in Life.